How do you recover a relationship, Doug, that maybe is going sideways with your client? Welcome to Take 5 with TeamHayden, where we're answering real estate questions by real estate agents. So, Doug, this is a big one, and this will be Doug's question because he's far better at this. Have you noticed he gets kind of the icky jobs or the harder jobs? How do you recover a relationship, Doug, that maybe is going sideways with your client? So, how do you deal with an upset client?
I'll give you an example. The hardest thing for a lot of folks, especially when you're listing a property, if you're out with buyers, honestly, it's a little more fun typically, unless you're in a really super competitive market. So I'll just use an example of listings. So let's say you've had a listing, and it's no fault of yours, but let's say you've had 2 or 3 offers collapse, financing, maybe there's something on a home inspection, somebody first time buyer, they just get skittish. So you've got to keep that client engaged. You've got to keep them at the table. So a couple things. One is, no matter how upset they get, it's an emotional process. I mean, the one thing they don't teach you in real estate school, Dexter, is guess what? It is emotional. This is an emotional business. There's psychology at play here. And you get dragged into a lot of these, with clients and negotiations and everything. You're kind of part psychologist, so you really do have to kind of sit back and take it cool. So you just have to tell people it is part of the process. It's unfortunate, it happens, but try to keep them at the table and be very honest and be very clear in your communications about what's going on. I mean, that most people, even in a slow market, I've had clients that maybe they're not getting a showing for like weeks on end, but they want to know, is there anything going on? Just call them and say, look, there is nothing going on. They just like to hear about it. And we try to reach out to our clients in some way, shape, or form, at least 2 or 3 times a week. And in some cases, in a really busy market, it's like every day.
Yeah, and Dexter, as a new agent, so Doug has the advantage of 1,500 real estate transactions underneath his belt. So he can really come in from a point of authority. What do you think, aside from calling Doug, what do you think is going to help you navigate when you have that client that is, going through one of the D's, death, divorce, disease, financial demise? 50% of the business is going to be problem solving. Mm-hmm. So what are some of the things that you think are that you can pull from or books that you can read to share from a new agent perspective?
Well, first, what I do is I just look at it from their point of view. So if you're dealing with a death, if you're dealing with divorce or something like that, you really just want to just kind of put yourself in their shoes and just kind of see how that would even affect you and kind of like how you would approach that then, instead of just going and be like, okay, I'm just here to list a house. Because that's going to create a lot of issues between you and your client if you're just there just to list a house and not have any kind of empathy.
So really understanding that we're not here to sell you or sell in general. We're here to be of service. Real estate is a service-based industry, and how can we be of service?
And it's a point too, because a large number of transactions are done in some kind of under duress situation. Yeah. So, and that can happen even with buyers, because if they come into a market and every time they put in an offer, they're knocked out because there's 4 other offers. It can be hard to keep them at the table, but the big one is, especially I think when you got listings, like you said, it's divorce, death, it's not just about, hey, we're happy, we're moving into our new home. So being a realtor, you got to be really well-rounded.
Yeah.
Or you got to be 3 of you. But you know what? Here at Take 5, we try to find ways to help support you and, again, not sell you anything. We're not coaches. We are just...
It's experience.
It's experience. It's 1,500 transactions and
20 days.
And 2 decades and a lifetime in the industry. So again, thank you for joining us at Take 5. And you can visit us online at our home of explorerecareers.com and send us a question. Ask us if you have anything you want to share with us as navigating tools that you have used. And go online to YouTube to be sure to subscribe. We look forward to your support. Bye for now.